watching Judge Hugh. In today's episode, 20-year-old Justin Frank is filing a lawsuit against 22-year-old Jenna Zapparo, alleging grand larceny involving numerous student IDs that were used to obtain meal plan funds. The question that remains is, what will be served? Justice or dinner? All this and more, only on Judge Hugh. Sponsored by PBS Kids.
Doink.
PBS Kids.
All rise.
You may be seated.
Can we move this along? I'm getting hungry.
Your Honor, do you see this? She's mocking the very case at hand. Jurors, do you see this? Lord, does anybody see this? Oh, have mercy.
Please, just give me a moment. Had a very busy morning, I just need to go through my notes.
It seems like the girl that's been stealing all those dining dollars.
I matched with her on Tinder. She tried to treat me in a marketplace.
Paying for a date with stolen money? That's kinda hot.
It's about time someone took a stand against Sodexo. They're the real thieves.
You know, if you really feel this way, there is this thing called jury nullification. Never mind.
All right, everyone, let's get cooking.
Is that some sort of joke? What facade of justice is this sickening humor? Oh.
So, Miss Zapparo, seems you were caught with a smoking gun and a handful of smoked salmon from Einstein's, as well as a trail of student IDs leading straight from your pocket. What do you have to say about that?
Your Honor, I have an explanation. See, the reason why I had so many IDs is because of my work at the tech hub. To corroborate my story, I call my coworker, Isabel, to the stand.
Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
What?
Do you swear?
Oh, yeah.
Now, can you explain to everyone why I had all those IDs in my pocket for work-related purposes?
What's this for again?
My trial? Didn't you see the email that I sent you?
I only read the first part about the free pizza.
What free pizza?
Wait, is this not the PPL faculty mixer?
No. Listen, I'll get you your pizza if you answer my question.
What's with the attitude? Geez, I'm leaving. I'm out of here, man.
So, you failed to provide any witness testimony. Do you rest your case?
No, I never rest. I will be honest though, I didn't need to have all those IDs on me. There is a place that we're supposed to keep them in the tech hub, but my coworker is a total klepto, and I was just trying to make sure that they were all safe.
She changes her story, Your Honor. She's full of it. I'm hungry.
It is suspicious that you didn't mention this coworker before, Miss Zapparo. At this time, is there anything else you'd like to add to your testimony?
No.
Mr. Frank, is there anything else you would like to add, or any witnesses to call on your behalf?
O cruel, cruel world in which my suffering's born, I call to ask but one demand of thee. Why must my meal plan I am bound to mourn, while thieves and crooks this campus roam so free? I wake each morn and rise up from my bed, yet haunted by the creeping gaze of death. As mine important organs are not fed, I fear each night I'll take my final breath. The one to blame for all my pain is thee, who stole the sustenance straight from my plate. My dying dollars are no longer free, and thou deserve the darkest of gifts from fate. I've no more words to speak of my duress, but to get my ID thou dost possess. I'm sorry. I don't know where that came from. So hungry.
Well, I think that was more than any of us needed or wanted to hear. But I think I've heard enough to make a verdict.
Wait, the judge is making the ruling? Why are we even here?
Shh, I'm trying to listen.
In the case of the 35 counts of grand larceny against Mrs. Zaparo, we find her guilty. However, in the 36 count, Mr. Frank's case, we find her not guilty.
Yes!
Thank you, jury, for your service. We'll be taking a brief recess as we cut to commercial. Is anyone in the jury a doctor? Nurse? Veterinarian? Bunch of idiots in the jury today. Essential oil salesperson? Good enough. Can you check out the plaintiff just to cover our bases for insurance purposes? Thank you. Why are we still rolling? Cut to commercial.
Are you tired of missing out on the important moments in life? Is your inability to bust a move holding you back? Ask your doctor about Groovin. With just 5 pills 3 times a day, Groovin will help you get your groove bang back. Side effects may include trouble breathing, uncontrollable sweating, itchy or dry skin, gambling addiction, an overwhelming urge to do a backflip every time you see another person, sore throat, a sudden release of inhibitions, and a feeling of rain on your skin, visceral rage, sudden urge to leave the country and begin a new life in Mozambique, hemorrhoids, coma, and in extremely common cases, death.
Two friends turned foes. Parking lot pilfery. Who betrayed whom? You are now entering the courthouse of Judge Hugh.
All rise.
You may be seated.
Your Honor, this is case number 420 in the calendar on the matter of Bodak versus Lloyd.
Dope. Now, Miss Bodak, you've known Mr. Lloyd for a few years now, correct?
Yes,
And you both applied to Binghamton University?
that's correct.
And you're a junior and he's a senior?
Yes.
Now, Miss Bodak, you purport that on the 15th of September, Mr. Lloyd took your parking spot in the CIW parking lot, causing you to be late to class and sustaining several physical injuries as a result from the walk to class.
That's correct.
Your friend Mr. Lloyd claims that you do not own that parking space, that you rode your skateboard to class instead, and in fact were not late on the 15th of September. Is that true?
Yes, Your Honor.
Let's discuss the day of September 15th, shall we? At 11:20 a.m., you arrived at the CIW parking lot and found the spot you usually park in taken. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor. I had to park all the way up in M lot.
After you parked in M lot, what happened?
I had to walk 15 minutes to lecture hall.
And so you were late to your 11:40 class?
Yes.
And this is a picture of you saying, and I quote, "Only real ones know. Don't hit me up. 100 emoji." Well, Mr. Lloyd, what do you have to say about that?
Your Honor, that was not 15 minutes. If anything, she could have been early. I saw her riding her skateboard all the way to class.
I was late. And that was my first exam of the class.
So what happened, Miss Bodak? Was the Duncan line a little too long that morning?
I don't even own a skateboard.
Even if you walked at the speed of a senile tortoise, it would not take you 15 minutes to get from M-Lot to lecture hall. And how did you get blisters?
Your Honor, I was wearing my Doc Martens, and I haven't broken them in yet.
Yeah, and whose fault is that?
You know I don't wear sneakers.
What are you talking about? Of course you need to wear sneakers.
Nuh-uh.
Quiet, the both of you. And how are you riding a skateboard in Doc Martens?
Your Honor, this is simply just retaliation for me not sneaking her into the sorority. You know, she really wanted to get into Alpha Chi, whatever the f it's called. But anyway, she's just mad about that.
I didn't need your help. I got 6 bids.
I think you're mistaking the number 6 for 0, actually. You got him confused after you hit your head that way. Not the
My
not the
bids, my
If you or a loved one have consumed Red 40 and later started seeing a strange figure out of the corner of your eye, you may be entitled to financial compensation. Reports say the figure looks strangely like Ronald McDonald, crossed with a Boston Terrier who studied business at BYU. Have you seen this man? Well, now you have. Call this number to speak toll-free to one of our representatives to see what we can do for you.
And we're back.
Order! Order!
Who will be awarded damages? And who will be executed? Riveting and exciting drama, only on Judge Hugh.
Are we really gonna ignore what that voice just said?
Order in the court. And if I hear another peep out of you, I will hold you in contempt. Miss Bodak, you've laid out an interesting story for us so far, but do you have any evidence to back this up?
Yes, I do, Your Honor. I submit Exhibit A.
Stay right where you are. Bailiff, you would retrieve the evidence, please. Do you mind explaining exactly what I'm looking at here, Miss Bodak?
Yes, Your Honor. This is a copy of the receipt for my parking spot that I purchased at the beginning of the year. This proves that I rightfully owned the parking spot.
That's all well and good, but if I accept this into evidence, and that's a big if, this still doesn't show that Mr. Lloyd took your parking spot that morning.
Please, flip the document over.
Oh, I see. Well, Mr. Lloyd, what do you have to say about this?
Your Honor, just call me Paul.
Mr. Lloyd, don't test me.
My apologies, Your Honor. Can I call up a witness?
All right, but make it quick. My lunch break is coming up.
Okay, I call up Livy.
Wait, what?
Livy, we'll have you take the stand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
All right. Mr. Lloyd, you may question your witness.
Thank you, Your Honor. Livy, would you say that you and Pia are friends?
Yes.
And where were you on what happened on September the 15th?
I was with Sophia.
And would you say that Miss Bodak's story about what happened today is accurate?
No.
What would you say is inaccurate about that story?
She claims that she came late because you stole her parking space, but the truth is that she did not study well enough for her test, so she created a false narrative that she came with today.
Objection!
On what grounds?
She is a lying, backstabbing, mother
And then if I had the chance to, I would and then slept with my dad.
Overruled. Alright, I think I've heard enough to make a ruling. After weighing all the evidence in the matter of Bodak v. Lloyd, I'm siding in the favor of Miss Bodak.
After hearing the verdict, Mr. Lloyd went into a fit of rage and started to attack Judge Hugh. PBS Kids is allowing us to show the security footage, however, viewer discretion is advised. Anyone under the age of 4 years old should avert their eyes now.
Mr. Lloyd, you will be expected to pay the damages.
What damages?
What are you? Sir! Your Honor! Your Honor, you gotta put it down! Your Honor! Your Honor, sir!
More Judge Hugh coming up after these quick commercials.
You look so gorgeous.
Guess who?
Let me walk you to class! I can show you some things.
Welcome back to Judge Hugh. The cases are real. The verdicts are final. The jury is in attendance. Riveting and exciting drama, only on Judge Hugh.
Doink.
All rise.
You may be seated. Alright everyone, let's make this quick. I've got a very important dinner date tonight and I cannot miss my 7:30 reservation at Nurchi's.
I'll be quick, Your Honor.
You better. Daddy's hungry. Alright. Bailiff, what case number is this?
This is case number 525,602.
Ah, Ancona vs. Pisetzner. And where is Mr. Pisetzner?
I have no idea, Your Honor.
Well, if he doesn't want to defend himself, we can proceed. Mr. Ancona, can you summarize why you're here today?
Your Honor, Jared and I had to work on a paper together.
Actually, it's me and Jared.
Actually, it's not. Bailiff, can you please escort this idiot out of my courtroom?
Yes.
In cuffs? Please, Mr. Ancona, continue.
Thank you. Jared and I had to work on a paper together. I stayed up all night working on my section and Jared told me that he'd finish it and turn it in. When we got our grades back, we both got an F. I checked our paper and his part was just the entire B-movie script copied and pasted.
I see.
Wait, this sounds like a plagiarism issue.
Shouldn't this go in front of the Academic Honesty Committee?
Yes, usually academic dishonesty is outside my scope of practice, but it would seem that, for some reason, the Academic Honesty Council is currently all tied up in jail for perjury. So it would seem their cases have fallen to me. It's cheaper to outsource to me than Binghamton to hire new people to handle it.
Okay, so we as the jury have the power to change his letter grade if we agree with the evidence.
That is exactly wrong. If I believe that there is enough evidence that Mr. Ancona did his own work and that Mr. Pisetzner plagiarized and copied that script, then I, and I alone, have the power to turn that grade to an A.
So why are we even here?
Bailiff? Any other comments from the jury?
No.
Bailiff? All right. Mr. Ancona, do you have any evidence to substantiate your claims?
Yes, Your Honor, I do. I have screenshots of the document history that prove that I wrote my section without plagiarizing anything, and proof that Jared copied and pasted the B-movie script.
Sounds compelling. Bailiff, would you retrieve the evidence and bring it to the podium, please? I see. This is very convincing, Mr. Ancona, but do you have your laptop so I can see this with my own eyes?
Actually, my laptop was stolen earlier. I'm lucky I printed these screenshots before it got stolen.
Alright, well, this seems like a pretty open and shut case. I'm ready to make my verdict. In the case of Ancona versus Pisetzner, I rule...
Objection, Your Honor!
Order! Order! What is the meaning of this?
Apologies for my tardiness, Your Honor. Someone stole my student ID earlier. I was completely locked out of the courthouse. I had to bribe a staff member just to get in.
Mr. Pisetzner, I do not appreciate this interruption. But if you have any evidence to submit, I suggest you do it now.
Of course, Your Honor. I intend to prove that Tin was the one who actually plagiarized, and I was the one who received the failing grade because of his academic dishonesty.
Well, if you can convince me of that, I do have the power to change your grade to an A. But Mr. Ancona has provided a very compelling line of reasoning so far.
I'm sure he has, Your Honor. Tin's actually quite proficient in Photoshop. I have the evidence right here.
All right, stay where you are. The bailiff will collect it. All right, Mr. Pisetzner, can you explain what I'm looking at here?
Sure. These are screenshots from Tin's computer that show an open tab of Photoshop. This is the step-by-step process he used to first erase my name and then add his on top of it to make it seem like he did all of that work.
Objection, Your Honor. He must have stolen my laptop. I ask that you throw out this evidence as it's definitely been obtained illegally.
Mr. Ancona, before your outburst, I honestly wasn't sure who to side with here, but you essentially just admitted your own guilt.
Dang.
All right, I have enough for a verdict. In the matter of Ancona versus Pisetzner, I'm ruling in the favor of Mr. Pisetzner. Mr. Pisetzner, your grade will be changed from an F to an A. Mr. Ancona, your grade will remain as is at an F.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Right. Guess I won't be needing this anymore.
You stole this from me? Well, guess I won't be needing this anymore. Jared was later found dead outside of the courthouse. Tune in next week for another episode of Judge Hugh, where Mr. Ancona is charged with 7th-degree murder. Will Mr. Ancona receive the chair, or is justice a lie that we tell our kids so they remain complacent? All this and more next week only on Judge Hugh.
You may, but make it quick. I'm coming.
Backstabbing, mother freaking, she, and then she, and then she, and then if I had the chance to, I would stop, and then I would.
Whatever, major loser.
Sorry! Your Honor! Your Honor!
I were working on a paper together.
Actually, sorry.
Alright, action.
Sorry.
Yes, starting with you. Okay. Ja, hey, can I get a mew from you? Don't look at the camera. Why would you do that? Shot ruined. We have to restart. It's okay.
Restart it.
It says right here that the defendant is a so.
And action.
Alright. So,
okay, sorry.
I struggled with picking it out.
Yeah, I know, it's perfect. It's perfect. Okay, so.
Alright. Bunch of idiots in the jury today.
What the flip?
Yeah, okay, we're definitely gonna do another take, but that was good.
I'm not gonna say anything.
We find you not guilty.
I'm sorry.